their camp was already looking ahead.
Well, you know, I'm not his manager, so I don't really know, but I have heard in the air that there's talk about Erik Morales, which I think is an interesting matchup. But, you know, that's the one thing I've heard. But, you know, there's a lot of guys out there at 135, 140 even. Diego's 6 foot tall. You saw he handled 135 very easily. In fact, he's a lot stronger at 35 than he is at 30. So, you know, the possibilities are limitless.
I think if Morales would come up, I would love the opportunity to fight that fight. I love the fight. I think it's a fight that should happen. You know, we are the two best in the world as far as lightweights go. I believe I'm on top of the ladder, but we are the two best lightweights and junior lightweights in the world. We should match up. We should see who the best period is.
Another super fight that everybody would want to see. Well, let's talk about the fighters at 135 pounds, and let's show you the new Ring Magazine rankings that just came out. Of course, Diego Corrales #1. Jose Luis Castillo on the heels of his impressive win. Ring Magazine lists as the champ. But in terms of an event, in terms of a super fight, in this 135, 130, even up to 140 range, it's about Diego Corrales.
I feel so. I feel Stevie Johnston could be an opponent for Corrales because out of all the names on that list who has, and Juan Lozano, who have the most credibility as a fighter, I believe Stevie Johnston and Juan Lozano have the most credibility as far as people say, you know what, if he can beat these guys at 135, he's definitely a 135 pounder. But I feel he still should go up, travel. He's a tall guy, almost 6 feet at his weight class. He could fight the guys like Sean B. Mitchell or maybe even Acosta.
Oh, well, his power, I'm sure, would still be there, right?
But he's got to learn to cut that ring off, Corrales. I sparred with him a few times, and I always tell him, you got to learn to cut the ring off. Don't follow your man. Cut him off at the pass to Grandma's house.
And quickly, what would be your reaction to what we just heard there of Erik Morales maybe coming up and fighting Chico Corrales?
Such an overmatched fight. I mean, he knows that he can get an easy win with Morales because Morales ain't that strong as a junior lightweight. But moving up to lightweight, okay, he's fighting bigger, stronger men. I think as a fighter goes up, if he's knocking guys out at his lower weight, then he's going to knock guys out at a higher weight. But I don't feel he can hurt Corrales. If Freitas can hurt Corrales, how is Morales going to hurt Corrales?
And guess what? We will hear from Diego Corrales because he is our in-studio guest on Friday night.